where is the excitement in your voice? I need
Okay.
that. Like, it's pretty
Uh,
sad. So, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm having a good time. So, how was your day today?
It was normal.
Can you elucidate on what was normal? What do you mean by normal?
Okay. I mean, just after waking up, I took my newspaper, studied that, and read that. And after that, I did some other stuff like I keep working on my English. So I pay time on for all modules like listening, reading, writing, and speaking. I make sure that I give time on each module at least every day. So I do that, and after that, I do some stuff to prepare some notes because I am a private tutor. So whatever I teach, I try to look up to that first and then go to teach. Yeah, that after that I am here.
That's amazing. So, this is what you do on a regular basis?
Yeah,
That's
working
amazing.
on my English, and apart from that, working on the subjects that I'm teaching, and then taking tuitions and just that, all that.
What subjects do you take for? What subjects do you take as
At,
tutor?
at plus two accounts and up to 10th maths and English grammar.
Oh, that's amazing. So, all your entire day is booked just by teaching students and
Yeah,
then by learning. Yeah,
right, right.
that's great. That's great. So, tell me, how exactly do you practice speaking in English?
Like I said, that I try to focus on each module. So if I'm trying to speak, then I can speak on any topic, that comes to my mind, no matter what. If I'm not able to do anything, I can cook up any story. Maybe I'm talking to one of my favorite celebrities. I'm talking to Mr. Sachin Tendulkar. I came across him in some restaurant or somewhere, and got surprised. I started talking to him. So I make a point that I'm doing it spontaneously. So along with the speaking, a spontaneity is also checked. As far as listening is concerned, I pay time, especially on subscribed channels on YouTube. Apart from that, there is a BBC channel, and 6 Minute English is the podcast that I generally follow. Apart from that, news reviews is also good from BBC. So yeah, all these things. And like I do write as well. So if I find some topic, then it is good. Otherwise, I would write generally what did I do yesterday or something like that.
All right. So, if I'm not wrong, this is your 290th session, Raj.
Yeah, it is.
So, from your first to this session, I'm sure you have felt some changes. Do you mind telling me what those were?
Yeah, of course. Like you might have observed how I'm speaking. So I was good at grammar even before I joined Clapping Bow because I had been teaching English grammar. And before joining, I felt like I can speak the way I came across other learners' videos on YouTube. I thought that I can speak like them. But it was the time when I joined, I got to know that, okay, I am so dumb as far as speaking is concerned. So I had to make myself up to that level. And for that, I kept talking to, and that was the missing part, that I did not have anyone to talk with. That's why the speaking was so dull. It used to sound like I'm translating, even though I was not translating, but it used to sound like I'm talking in cluster of sentences. So from there up to here.
All right. Can you use intonation in different scenarios and tell me how well you're good at intonation? Because I feel
This
like,
is something, yeah, this is something that I want to work on, and that is the reason I'm still continuing even after this many sessions. Because the idea behind joining was that I have to include spoken English in horizon of my teaching skill.
right.
So when I thought that unless I'm fluent enough, nobody will come to me to learn spoken English. So
Right.
I started working on that, and after reaching 200 session, I thought to apply somewhere. But even after that, I was getting this feedback that my confidence level is not that good, and maybe that is because pronunciation and the intonation part. So when I came to know about intonation, I was really worried. But of course, throughout this journey, I have come across to some extent, and there is a long way to go for sure.
All right,
So I
because
feel
with
that I have worked on it, but I need to work a lot on this because
right,
these are the
because
missing part:
right.
intonation and pronunciation.
Mm. Then, as far as I do know, you're pretty good, right? I'm listening to you and understand everything that's happening. It's pretty
Okay,
easy talking to you, but it does sound to me like you're monotonous, right? There is one pitch
okay,
that you're using, and that is it.
right.
Like I don't find any excitement in your voice, right? It
Yeah,
is coming,
yeah.
being able to
I
start from scratch and coming all this way by yourself, it's a huge achievement, right? And then you're like, yeah, so I have done all this and this is normal for me. I'm like, where is the excitement in your voice? I need
okay.
that. Like, it's pretty
Uh,
sad. So I want to say, like, maybe 3 to 4 emotions we can, if we have got time, we have time, right? We
yeah,
can work
great,
on a
great.
few
And
emotions.
I would like to tell you one more thing, that
Go
this is
ahead.
the reason I have been trying different tutors. Like
Right.
whenever I speak to someone with whom I am comfortable with, I have taken more than 10 or 15 sessions. It sounds good, but if I'm talking to someone new, I do get nervous even today. So that is the one thing for sure.
Nervousness we all tend to have. That's normal,
Yeah,
by the way. It's not something we can ever get used to. Like, you might feel like I am not nervous on the outside, but on the
yeah,
inside, it is there, believe me. It's there with everyone. But some people are just really good at masking it,
yeah,
people with
right,
experience, right? So
right.
now
Of
I
course,
have come to a stage where I understand that, all right, now if I have to tell somebody about confidence, I should seem like a person who is confident, whether I'm
yeah,
confident or not. I think
right,
that is kind of the same thing for you. You want to teach others English, show them that you're good enough. Put all your insecurities away, right? But for
right.
that, you have to come put on that fake mask as much as possible and
Yeah,
get to
sure.
that point where you realize that. So
Yeah,
now we'll work on emotions. Just um, we'll go with the easiest one, maybe happiness. Are you okay with happiness?
yeah, sure.
All right. So we'll go with that. I'm sure you have enough and more vocabulary there, but even if you're using the same things, again, you're good at thinking of scenarios, right? Think of a scenario that made you really happy. It could be something like you got to work as the head of a spoken English center, academy, right?
Okay.
You got to do that and you get 50 students regularly. You got to hear that news. How excited are you going to be? What are your feelings going to be? How do you express that? And be verbal, show that in your tone. Imagine, I
Mm.
am blind, I can't see. Imagine, so with my ears, I'm supposed to see everything that you're going through, which means your words are the only words that I can see,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Be as expressive as possible. Go ahead, go Raj.
So yes, I have made it. It sounds like I was looking for this opportunity and finally I achieved it. It's great time for me, and I'm all up for this now because I will have to prove myself. The challenge, as it is said, the along with the accountability, the challenges come. I mean, along with the power, the accountability comes as well. So I'm all excited for this job, and yeah, that's it.
Raj, do you want me to be honest with you?
Of course, I want to. Uh,
If
I it's like I couldn't do anything on the part of
no,
excitement. Yeah.
I know. As long as you realize it, I didn't have to say
Uh,
it. Okay, then thank you for that. No, it seemed like as if you're reading a line from a book, right?
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, but that wasn't
No, no.
natural at all, right? It would have been like, Lali, you have no idea. I finally got what I wanted. This is something I have been dreaming of. That is the
Oh,
kind of intonation I was looking for. But what I
yeah.
heard from you kind of made me feel sad. Like, I don't know why though. Are you really excited? Was it your dream to be one of this, or is it something you made up? Like, I don't know.
Oh, so I mean, it is something out of my nature. Sometimes I feel that I can do, but whenever I start doing it, I end up being monotonous. I don't know why.
But I'm sure in your mother tongue language, you're not monotonous. You are
Uh,
expressive, or are you not?
uh, I'm almost similar, even in my mother.
You always have this seriousness around you. You have this vibe that makes you uh,
Yeah, yeah,
angry young man
yeah,
vibe around you.
yeah. Just to, yeah, I mean, you should believe it. Uh, I am that kind of guy.
Right.
It is
No, I
tough
know a lot of
to
people
show
like
the
you.
emotion. Yeah,
But again, if that is the only area you have to work on, then I guess you might need to, change a
yeah,
little bit. I'm not asking you to change for me, but change for yourself,
yeah.
right?
Of course.
So that being said, I think it would be better. Now, imagine you really do want to teach somebody. Would you like going to somebody who has crazy knowledge but is monotonous, or somebody who has average knowledge but is interesting?
I would pick the former.
You would pick the former, but according to
Mm. But
statistics.
but but the trend has been changed, and I know that most people would like to pick the latter one.
Exactly. So now you know why I'm telling this to you.
Yeah. And in fact, when it comes to speaking English, of course, I have been also choosing the latter one, and that's why I'm here and I'm talking to you all, to all of you, and it's been a great pleasure for me for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
the things, the improvement that I have gotten, it's all because of the app and all the tutors that I have met with or interacted with till now.
Right.
And I when I feel that if I hadn't got this opportunity, where would have I stand? I mean, it's really tough to go in some offline center on a regular basis and do something, and there you get the chance only for 4 or 6 months. It's tough there, and especially for me for sure. I would not be able to explain it further if you can
No,
understand what
but
I'm
I
trying to say.
understand. The thing
Yeah,
is, I used to be a teacher who used to teach grammar too. But then I realized one thing most kids face: they might be good. They're able to tick all the right answers. They're able to find out which tense goes where. They're able to do all that. But at the end of the day, they will not speak one sentence in English
yeah, right.
confidently.
There are so
Now I
many
don't care. Yeah, go
like
ahead.
them. No, I mean, I was saying that there are so many teachers like them, the one you
Yeah,
were explaining.
true, right? So I understood inside of myself that this is not the kind of teacher I want to be. I want to be the kind of person, make grammatical mistakes, that is not the problem. The problem is when you're not confident enough to express
Yeah,
yourself. I realized that's what I wanted to be, and that's why I left doing that. I left being a teacher for good so that I could come and be part of
yeah,
this,
sure.
right? So I think that's by far the only thing you should work on. For that, one thing that I experiment with myself while I'm cooking. Imagine, right? I'm cooking and I imagine to myself that I have a YouTube channel where all my subscribers only understand English. So if that is the case with me, how would I do? I'm like, hello guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to make paneer masala and these are the ingredients we need. I talk to invisible people, right?
Right.
If I'm having a bad day, I look at the pillow and I'm like, I had such a bad day today, pillow. You cannot believe what I had to go through. I
Yeah,
tone down, I express myself. I do all this with non living things. But because I do that on a regular basis, I'm able to do that with people in general.
Yeah, sure.
And that's something I have been practicing over time, and I still do. And I have reached a point where I love, my own company, and along with that, my fluency and intonation has improved.
Yeah.
So maybe, Raj, you can try doing that. But by far, that's the only thing you need to work on,
Okay.
right?
Sure.
So I had a great time talking to you, and have a good evening.
Yeah. Same here. It was lovely talking to you.
Thank you.